It's Reezy Reason, owner of the Reason Sports Network, here reporting live at the Reason Sports Center, and today we have the Marietta High School spring game. Marietta is a city in suburban Atlanta, and Marietta High School has sent plenty players to the NFL and college, including guys like BJ Ojulari and Aziz Ojulari from back in the day. But the 30-21 Marietta team has some talent on it as well, led by five-star quarterback Brian Muskett. Brian Muskett is class of 30-24, which means that he is a sophomore in high school, and he has it all from the physical standpoint. He can run with speed and physicality, and he can make you miss. And on top of that, he has a huge arm, but sometimes his decision making and his accuracy is questionable. But he has talent on the outside to help him out. Starting off with Jordan Rubama, strong safety slash wide receiver for Marietta, who's been a star ever since he stepped on the field. Rubama is a Patreon member, Brian Muskett is as well. But when Rubama plays on the field, it's just something different. He always makes game-changing plays on offense and hard hits and great coverage on defense. But Jordan isn't the only star on offense that helps out Muskett. Alec Marie Rose is also another reliable target that's also a 4-star recruit. Marie Rose is currently a senior, so he's class of 30-22, while Jordan Rubama is a junior, so he's class of 30-23. These two have another year to light up Georgia defenses. And it's not all offense for Marietta. They also have great players on their defense as well. Some of them are Patreon members and some of them are subscribers to the channel. I can't name all of them right now, but you'll see them throughout this video. In this spring game, we'll be focusing most on Muskett and the offense with the other players, and on top of that, we'll be focusing on some defensive players. So what you'll see throughout the game is controlling the offense one quarter. The next quarter, we'll be controlling a specific player on defense for a specific drive. Marietta has been eager to get back on the football field since last season after they lost in the state championship where they were heavy favorites. But welcome to Northcutt Stadium. Marietta spring game, I'm excited to see it. There will be 4- and 5-star recruits all over the field today. And like I said earlier, these guys took an embarrassing loss in the state championship last year, 34-31. They want to get back for that and beat Grayson this year. Not to mention, Grayson is ranked and Marietta isn't in the preseason rankings. Copeland gets the ball early on, makes a man miss, got him looking stupid. Jared Copeland, a subscriber to the channel, getting busy. First carry of the game for 26 yards. The blue team with the read option, Copeland gets the ball and then he makes the safety look terrible. Yeah, that's Marquise Gilchrist. That's another subscriber to the channel. 3rd down and 6. Muskett throws with great anticipation. Put it right on the money, and that's a 21-yard gain. And this is exactly what I wanted to see, the development of Muskett. Soon as his back foot hits, ball is coming out. The guy isn't even open yet, but he knows because of the leverage of the DB that he's gonna be open. He was a freshman last year making a bunch of mistakes. You can already see that he's gotten better this year. 1st down and 10, they handed to Copeland. He runs right up the middle, finding the lane, got inside the 5-yard line. 1st down and goal, blue team. Jared Copeland, this is his first year starting for Marietta, does a great job of finding the hole. And on top of that, he's making some nice timely cuts right when you need to make them. Found the hole, cut inside. That's just beautiful right there. Textbook running back play. 1st down and goal, slant to Rubama, touchdown blue team. Patreon member on Patreon member right here. Brandon Ross versus Rubama. Rubama gets the leverage on him, ball's put right on the money, and that's a touchdown. White team did not respond back, so it's still 7-0. Blue team has the rock. 1st down and 10. Muskett drops back, 4-man rush, getting a little bit of pressure, throws it right across the middle to Johnson. Very intelligent play right there by Muskett. Made an audible at the line, threw it to the right guy, and that's a 1st down. 1st down and 10. Muskett drops back, dumps it off to Rubama. Rubama breaks the tackle, goes out of bounds though, 12-yard gain. They would send Howard in motion on 1st down and 10. 2 minutes left to go in the first. Muskett keeps it on the option. Muskett trying to make him look stupid, gets the 1st down, 13-yard gain on the play. Brian Muskett doing a great job of moving this offense down the field. Muskett, time, throws it, come back, and Rubama gets smacked on the play. But this is great quarterback wide receiver chemistry right here. If you watch the replay, you can see the ball is coming out before he even gets into his break. That's because the quarterback has ultimate faith and trust in his wide receiver that he's going to run the right route and be in the right spot at the right time. Now it's 3rd down and goal. Muskett drops back, lobs it up, back of the end zone, touchdown Jordan Rubama. His 2nd touchdown of the game. I have no idea what coverage the defense was running, but it was obviously a blown call. Now we're focusing on defense with Brandon Smithfield right here. 5-star defensive tackle with a bunch of offense, and he makes a play immediately. Shares the block, makes the TFL. Now it's 3rd down and 38 for the blue team. Blue team was running outside zone, tried to get the right guard to reach him. Brandon Smithfield was not going for that. He's at the 3 technique position. You ain't reaching no 3 technique, especially if it's Brandon Smithfield. He wins this time, gets pressure, Musket dumps it off and throws an interception. Ross has been getting cooked all game, but he makes his biggest play of the day right here, and that's really forced by Brandon Smithfield. Getting pressure on the quarterback, forcing him to make a terrible decision, trying to force it to Alec Marie Rose, and he just threw the ball right to Ross and he made the play. Ross did have great coverage on this play though, did have some safety help, but he did a good job. Now we're highlighting Shaba Johnson, the middle linebacker, playing on the white team. Oh, another interception. Musket, his 2nd pick of the game. After Musket started this game so strong, he's now in a downward spiral, throwing interceptions like it's going out of style. And this was just a bad decision. This ball, you threw a bullet pass into triple coverage. Now the white team will be back on defense, and we will be controlling Jamal Rubama. And he does a great job of covering 2 guys at once, forcing the quarterback to throw the ball away. Initially, Rubama takes away the curl that the receiver was trying to run. Then he sees the drag coming across, and he just takes it away. That's textbook defense right here. And this is a guy that's primarily a pass rusher, in my opinion. 2nd down and 10, Rubama playing man coverage. Musket decides to take off. Rubama tries to get him on the ground. Musket gets the 1st down. And a lot more in the white team territory. Okay. Brian Musket with the 30-yard gain. Less than 50 seconds left to go. Musket doesn't like what he sees, so he decides to take off. Rubama trying to get him again, ends up fumbling. White team has the ball. Gilchrist with the recovery. And that's the 3rd turnover of the game by the blue team. That's Musket's 3rd turnover of the game. His first 2 turnovers were interceptions. The last one was a fumble on a magnificent run that he had for the offense. Musket gets sacked by Smithfield, and that would be the end of the half. Brandon Smithfield's 1st sack of the game. And let's take a look at the rush. Nice spin move, great coverage downfield, forces the quarterback to hold on to the ball, and that's a sack. And that's the end of the half. The white team going into halftime with a little bit of momentum. I wonder how long they can keep this up, this momentum up, because they have no points on the board. It's the backup offense going up against the backup defense. Scores 3-14. They only have 3 points after getting 3 turnovers. That has to be a little discouraging. But if they can get another turnover, shut down Musket in the offense just a little bit more, I think that they can generate some points themselves and make this a competitive game. Now, I will say, I'm impressed from what I see from Marietta's team. I think the wide receivers are doing a good job. I think the DBs are doing a good job. Offensive line, defensive line, both. Everyone is playing well, but the quarterback. The quarterback had a great start to the game, but can he keep it up? I was so impressed with his anticipation, making calls at the line, etc., doing so many great things, but then seems like he hit a wall middle of the 2nd quarter. But if I'm being honest, this is obviously a top 25 team. I don't know what USA Today was thinking when they brought out them rankings and didn't have them in the top 25. This is obviously a top 25 team. The quarterback's just not playing like a top 25 quarterback. Hopefully he can get back in the rhythm in the 3rd quarter. Now we're controlling David Ross. They hand it off to Jared Copeland. He gets nothing on the play. Tackled by Shaba. Shaba Johnson's had a decent game today. Making plays in the backfield. Very intelligent player. 2nd down and 4. White team comes out in quarters. Musket dumps it off to Howard. Howard gets nothing on the play. Smacked by Rubama. And now it's 3rd down and 9 with 3:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Ross presses Rubama, all over Rubama. Musket decides to throw it to the other side of the field. To Marie Rose, definitely forced it, and that definitely should have been an interception on the play. But the blue team will get the ball back because the white team's offense is cheeks. 2nd down and 9. They hand it off to Copeland out of the read option. Copeland breaks the tackle, ends up getting the 1st down. They took him out of that scary little area right there. They could have potentially forced the safety. 2nd down and 10. Musket drops back a whole bunch of time. Finds a guy over the middle of the field, throws it to Marie Rose. Marie Rose, 1st down and a little bit more. I love how Musket was confident in the protection, was patient in the pocket, and found the open man. Musket keeps it on the option. Musket makes a man miss in the open field, ends up getting the 1st down. Actually made Gilchrist miss. Patreon on Patreon crime right there. 3rd down and 12. Musket in the shotgun. I wonder what he's going to do on this play. Drops back. It's a blitz coming. Musket going deep. Put it right on the money to Marie Rose. Inside of the 5-yard line. At the 1. 1st down and goal. White team sends a nickel blitz. They're playing single high safety, which means 1-on-1. He knew Marie Rose would have the better matchup. Threw the ball up there. And it's 1st down and goal. This is exactly the type of drive that Musket needs after that terrible mid-2nd quarter to mid-3rd quarter. But they will end up getting into the end zone, and to add insult to injury, they will go for 2, and Copeland will walk in there. Now the score would be 22-3, and the game is pretty much wrapped up right now. I don't expect any type of comeback from the white team because their offense has been awful this whole game. 3 turnovers and you only have 3 points. The defense is looking good. Brian Musket, after that terrible second quarter for real and start of the third quarter, he's doing pretty good. You know, he just took the team 95 yards down the field, scored a touchdown, up by 19 points. But the white team will respond back. The score would be 10-22. Musket decides to take off. Gilchrist trying to run after him. Gilchrist couldn't get there, but Brandon Ross ends up making a tackle. 3rd down and 5. Time is winding down in the 4th quarter. Gilchrist is at the line of scrimmage, acting like he about to do something. Outside zone to Copeland. Dak Poole and Gilchrist ends up making the play right there. Dak Poole, a subscriber to the channel, got his 2nd TFL for the game, already has a sack. 3rd down and 13. The blue team ends up taking a knee, and that would be the end of the game. Marietta wins, and I definitely wouldn't give it to Brian Musket. Jordan Rubama, player of the game, 42 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Not his best day receiving, but who are you going to get player of the game to? I definitely think that was the right decision right there, but the score is 25-18. The white team made it look a little bit better than what it actually was, but pretty entertaining game. A lot of plays from both sides. White team's offense was just boo-boo, but it is the backup offense. They better hope that nobody on that starting offense gets injured. But in all honesty, I was pretty impressed from what I saw from Marietta. I saw a lot of talent on the field. Did see some impressive things from the quarterback. Saw him throwing with anticipation. Saw some eye-popping throws, some game-changing runs. Just needs to clean up the turnover side of his game, and he'll be an elite quarterback for sure. He is a 5-star recruit though, and that's based off of solely potential. But I saw some talented receivers, some good running backs on the field, good DBs, good linebackers, pass rushers getting after them. Offensive line did their job. Man, it was a lot of good competition on the field today. Let's take a look at these stats. Brian Musket didn't have his best game. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 160 passing yards on 50%. That's awful, but I saw some good throws. Copeland, 4.6 yards per carry, 61 yards. Musket, 72 yards, 6.5 yards per carry. Rubama, 4 catches for 42. Tillman Johnson, 2 for 43. Marie Rose, 2 for 72. That's not a bad game for him. Oh, and if y'all are new to the channel, anybody with a period next to their name means that they are a subscriber to the channel, and anyone with an apostrophe next to their name means that they are a Patreon member. Like Brandon Smithfield up here, the defensive tackle, 5-star recruit, had 2 sacks in this game, 3 TFLs, 4 solo tackles. He's a Patreon member. But Viraj yours, as a subscriber to the channel, cornerback. David Ross, the other cornerback, is a Patreon member. So we got a lot of talent on this Marietta team. I think this is definitely a top 25 team. Y'all let me know in the comments. Did they get snubbed out of the USA Today top 25 rankings? Because in my opinion, they definitely did. But anyways, it's Reezy here on the Reason Sports Network. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all comment on the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And make sure you click on the post notification bell too. You can be a character in the Reason Sports Network universe. We make content for high school, college, and the pros. You can submit a form. The link will be in the description. However, if you sign up with Patreon, you'll have a lot more customization and control over your character. The link will be in the description. If you want to see the most creative NFL draft on YouTube, then click this video right here.